My wife, women instinctively parent. Watch a woman when a baby cries. They go toward the sound. Save it! Save the baby! Watch a dude. Oh, that's horrible. I'm gonna be in the garage where no one's allowed to bite me or poop on me ever. Those are the rules. So she helps me. She instinctively parents. And my generation, we don't have the books. Like, we don't have, where did all the books, all the parenting books, because they all say different things. There's no book on parenting, right? There's no one way to do it right. It's like the people in the 70s just burned all the parenting books at a disco and left us hanging. And so we're just experimenting on these kids. My whole generation, we're just experimenting. I tell kids all the time, I'm like, your parents, we don't know what we're doing. We're just trying stuff out on you. Remember last time you were in a timeout? You're like, this isn't fair. Probably wasn't. We don't know what we're doing. I took my daughter to a pet store, and she was going crazy over the guinea pigs. I want a guinea pig. I was like, we have one. It's you. I don't know what I'm doing. So I just want to do it right. I want to be a good parent, but it's hard, right? It's really difficult. My son has started swearing. Not swear words, because we don't use them in the house. Words we taught him you don't say. We taught him you don't say stupid and you don't say hate, because those two words, you create conflict by taking somebody's dignity. We use those to illustrate that. So to him, stupid and hate are the two worst words in the world. And I put him in a timeout. He called me a stupid hate. Both those words are the F word. I know exactly what he said to me. I'm not stupid, you little hate. I broke your code. 2 days before I came here, he called me a stupider. He added ER to stupid. It created effort out of thin air. I was so proud. He's a linguist. He's a genius. I can't even tell the counselors. It's hard being a parent. It's not easy. In the books, they say different stuff. And my wife gave me one big book that said, read this. And that's what they do. You got to read one. But there should be a disclaimer that says, hey, idiot, not everything's in this book. Because I just thought if it wasn't in the book, it was normal. And, which is okay, unless something happens that's not in the book. Like my daughter had a noise she'd make after she ate her bottle. She'd go, like a little squeak. She did it a lot, so I looked it up under S for squeaks in the book, and it wasn't in there. So I nicknamed her Squeaks, and I moved on with my life. I showed her to my friends. One of my friends is a nurse. She's like, I don't think that's normal. And it wasn't. She had reflux. That's where you puke a little and you eat it. That's what she'd been doing the whole time, fighting for her life, and I'm nicknaming her after the symptoms like an idiot because it wasn't in the book. It's so hard. It's so hard to do it right. I left my son in the car for a couple minutes when he was 6 months old. Not long enough to hurt him. Plus I have 3 kids, so I have a couple extras. So you can stop judging me. I'll tell you the story, and then you'll know why it was my wife's fault. How about that? She wasn't there, but it was her fault. Because she knows my limitations. I don't multitask well. I can do 3 things. That's my limit, man. And she knows that. And women, you know this. We're more like that. We guys do 3 things. That's it. That's why you make us lists. Look at the nodding. See? You make us lists. I make them lists. And then you call us in the middle of the day, and you change our list around, and you just leave us out in the open lost. I don't know where I'm going. That's why there's so many idiots at the mall. Like, I don't know, she changed my list. Did she change your list? You want my list? I don't even know what I mean. And that's what she did to me. I was going to pick up my daughter at preschool. At the time, she was 3, and I was going to pick her up. So I'm driving a car. I got my baby napping, and I'm picking up my daughter. So it's pick up daughter. Don't hit other cars. That's a thing. Baby napping. Man, mind is full now. Don't call me in the middle of that. And that's what she did. Telling me stuff I already knew. So I got mad at her, and that's when it ruined everything, because I was like, don't tell me how to parent, I'm a good dad. Then I hung up. So now I got is pick up daughter, don't hit other cars, and mad at wife. So I lost baby napping. 3 things fit, and I don't get to pick what goes, okay? So I walk into the preschool, and there's all the teachers. They're like, where's that baby? I was like, ah! I'm not telling you guys. I grab my daughter, I'm like, get in the car now, go! You ever try to leave a preschool? It's like leaving a prison. There's chain link and checkpoints. Then I'm knocking over 4-year-olds and straight-arming grandmas. Get out of the way of saving lives! And we opened the doors, and he was fine, I guess. I don't know, he was 6 months old. So all he ever did was drool and crawl. I think that's what people do after you cook them in a car too long. So I'll never know for sure. And I've never told my wife that. This is our secret. And I live with that every single day. I watch my son like a hawk, and when he does weird stuff, I gotta think it's from that. Like, look at these grades. Is this from when I cooked them? I don't know. Is this what people do when you cook them? I can't Google it. My wife checks my web history. Try to do it right, but it's hard.